So in this video, we're going to learn how to read coordinates. We're going to look at all different types of examples that are listed on this checklist. Let's make a start. So the way my videos work, I do the example on the left, which is I do, and then you're going to press pause and have a go at the example on the right, which is you do, and the top of the slide indicates the type of example we're doing. So in this case, with the first coordinate, so the way you read coordinates are written as x, y. The x-axis is that one there. The y-axis is that one there. So this is x and this is y. So with this coordinate here, the way we're going to read this off is if you draw a line down from this coordinate. So the x value of this coordinate is 4 and the y value of this coordinate is 7. So press pause and have a go at the question on the right. So hopefully you've had a go at this. Again, we're going to go along the corridor up the stairs is one way you can say it. So it's x, y. The x value of this is 3 and the y value of this is 8. So here's another example. This time we have the x coordinate on the axis. So again, we're going to read x and then y. So in terms of x for this value, if you're going to draw it down, so x is 0 in this case, and y is 2. This one can be a little bit tricky. So press pause and have a go at the one on the right. So with this one, again, you can circle it, and x is this axis down here. So if you draw a line down, that's 0 for x, and for y, that is 6. Again, the coordinates are read x, y. And in this one, we can circle it again. So in the x-axis, this is now 3. And in the y direction, which is that way, it's 0. So again, I hope you press pause and I'm going to go at this one. So in x, this is 7. And in y, this is 0. So now we're looking at 4 quadrants. So, but the exact same principles apply. We are reading x and y. So now the graph has 1, 2, 3, 4 quadrants, but we are currently focusing right here. So if I was to read the coordinates of this, it's going to be x is 3 and y is 4. Again, press pause and have a go at the example on the right. So if I was to read the coordinates of this, x is going to be 8 and y is going to be 5. So now we have a negative x coordinate, but again, we can do the exact same thing. We're going to read x and y. So if I circle that, x is going to be -5, y is going to be 3. Again, press pause and have a go at the one on the right. So this is going to give us x as -8 and y as 7. So again, circle the coordinate. X is going to be -2, y is going to be 7. Press pause and have a go at the one on the right. So this should hopefully get you -8 on x, and for y, that is 2. Now with this one, again, we're going to circle the coordinate, and we're going to read x first. You have to be careful here, it's x first, that's 3. And then we're going to read y, and that is -3. Again, press pause and have a go at the one on the right. So in this case, I'm going to read this coordinate, so that is 2 for the x-axis, and in the y-axis, that is -4. So circle the coordinate. So in x, that is 5, and in y, that is -7. And hopefully you've pressed pause and I'm going to go at this one. So that in x is going to be 7, and in y, that is going to be -8. And now we've got a negative x and a negative y coordinate. So same rules apply. We're going to find the x-axis value first, that is -4, and then the y-axis value, which is -2. Again, press pause and have a go at the one on the right. So the x-axis value here is -7, and the y-axis value here is -3. So the x-axis value for this is -3. And the y-axis value, for this is -6. Again, press pause and I've got this one. So the x-axis value is what we want first, so that is -5. And the y-axis value is -6. Now, with this one, the axis is, the coordinate is on the axis, it's right there if you don't see it. So, in terms of the x-axis, if I was to use a different color, draw a line down, that is 0 on the x-axis, and on the y-axis, it's right there, so that is going to be 6. And in case you didn't see the one on the right, press pause and have a good look. It's right there. So, if I use a red pen again, so it's right there. So, in the x-axis, it's going to be 0. And in the y-axis, it's right there. So that is 3. So with this one, it's right there. So if I circle that, so on the x-axis, that is 4. And on the y-axis, so the y-axis, it's right there, which is at 0. So we can read that like there. So again, press pause and have a go at this one. So that is going to give us 6 on the x-axis and 0 on the y-axis. Now with this one again, circle it. So the x-axis first, that is 0. And then the y-axis, it's -6. And with this one, on the x-axis, it's 0. On the y-axis, it's -2. So on the x-axis, this is -2. On the y-axis, it's 0. On the x-axis, this one is -4. And on the y-axis, it is 0. So press pause and have a go at these practice questions. When you're ready, press play for the answers. Here are the answers to them questions. And we have now covered all of these checklist points. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.